Are you one of the 99% of Shopify stores making these marketing mistakes that quietly kill profit? After auditing over 1,000 brands in my decade of scaling e-commerce stores, I realized almost every brand unknowingly leaks revenue from simple errors. In this video, I'm going to show you the single biggest marketing mistake you're making, how your ads are secretly losing you money, and the one easy metric you must track to immediately boost profits. Let's see the first big mistake that kills so many brands. It can be the difference between 100,000 in profit and 4 million in profit. Here's a Shopify brand that looks incredibly successful on paper. 1.8 million in total sales. But after expenses, the owner walks away with just 300,000 total. Spread over 6 years, that's 50,000 per year. You could earn more working a regular job without all the stress. How does this happen? It happens because most Shopify stores make the same critical mistake. They look in Google Ads or Facebook Ads Manager and make decisions based purely on return on ad spend. But here's the uncomfortable truth. ROAS is a dirty liar. It's a fraud. It's the Tinder profile of ad metrics. It looks great, but it leaves out some critical details. For example, your Facebook ads show a ROAS of 1. You assume you broke even, right? Wrong. ROAS only measures initial revenue that it can track from the one device over a limited time frame. You could be making thousands in profit down the line and never realize it, which happens all the time with paid social ads. Watch what happens when this same business shifts their focus from ROAS to customer lifetime value. Instead of just looking at how much customers spend on their first order, they start tracking how much customers spend over their entire relationship with the brand, typically within the first 90 days. Suddenly, they're okay losing $3 per order upfront because they know they'll make it back quickly. Their revenue jumps from 1.8 million to 5 million. Even better, their profit after expenses skyrockets from 300,000 to 4.4 million. This might seem shocking, but it's actually common. Shopify brands regularly unlock massive growth simply by shifting their focus to lifetime value. No other metric ultimately matters. The best news is you can apply this exact shift to your Shopify brand today. To make it easy, I've created a simple free template called the 90-Day Shopify Profit Accelerator that you can download below. This is the exact tool we use to scale Shopify brands profitably. All you have to do is plug in your own numbers, choose your timeline, and you'll immediately see how to maximize your profits. I recommend most brands pick a 90-day timeline because realistically, waiting longer than that to get your cash back from customers can strain your cash flow. The 90-Day Shopify Profit Accelerator factors in something Shopify brands easily overlook, which is diminishing return on ad spend. As your ad spend scales, you can't expect every new customer to be as profitable as the first. Each extra customer typically costs a bit more to acquire. And this template takes that into account. By filling out this simple template, you'll immediately see how to clearly maximize your profit from paid ads. Base your ad budget on actual profit, not misleading ROAS numbers. Build a data-driven strategy that sets you up for sustainable, long-term success. No more guessing, no more wasting money, just clear actionable data to scale your Shopify brand profitably. Now that you understand the importance of calculating your customer lifetime value and how to do it, there's one powerful strategy you can use to immediately attract customers who spend significantly more with your brand. And no, this isn't about basic cross-selling or simply boosting your average order value. Most Shopify brands never do this, so they end up attracting one-off customers who never return. Let me give you an example from personal experience. A few years ago, I bootstrapped a skincare brand called Fleckman. I created what I thought was an unbeatable offer. I had a free trial pack of 5 skincare samples. Customers just had to pay $10 for shipping. The offer was so appealing that Facebook ads brought in hundreds of customers at only $3 each. Sounds amazing, right? But here's the problem. The $10 shipping fee didn't fully cover my product and fulfillment costs. In fact, I was losing around $2 per order. Those losses quickly turned into thousands of dollars. I justified it by hoping customers would reorder later, lifetime value, but guess what happened? Not a single one did. I thought I'd discover the greatest customer acquisition strategy in Shopify history. Instead, I was running a charity for cheap people who never bought again. Here's a critical lesson I learned. Facebook ads is incredibly effective at finding exactly the kind of customers your offer attracts. If your offer is built purely around discounts or freebies, you'll attract customers who only stick around for deals. So how do you avoid this costly mistake? How do you attract customers who genuinely love your brand, buy repeatedly, and help you become profitable? The solution is to create a hero offer. A hero offer is specifically designed to attract your ideal customers by providing incredible targeted value, not just discounts. Here's exactly how you build your own hero offer. If you're a newer brand, combine your best-selling product or two with a couple inexpensive products that add massive perceived value. Crucially, every product in your hero offer should complement each other seamlessly, creating a complete irresistible package. Manscaped is a perfect example of a brand executing a hero offer brilliantly. They pair their flagship products, the lawnmower trimmer and weed whacker ear and nose trimmer, with inexpensive yet high value additions like branded underwear and a sleek travel bag. Let's be honest, if you're investing in elite groin grooming, you might as well have a matching outfit for the occasion. These extras just cost a few dollars to produce, but they dramatically boost the perceived value, making the offer irresistible to their ideal customers. Say I sell hair extensions. I'd browse a related category on Amazon to find something selling great. In women's fashion, I see this metal hair band. I'd buy hundreds of these from Alibaba for less than $1 each and bundle them together. If you're an established brand already driving significant sales, you have a powerful advantage, your customer data. Dive into your analytics and find your whales, the top 20% of customers who generate around 80% of your profits. Identify exactly what these high-value customers brought first. Then strategically build your hero offer around that product or bundle and make it the star of your advertising. Once you've crafted your hero offer, double down on it in your ads. Don't scatter your budget across random products. Instead, put your hero offer front and center, clearly and consistently. This hero offer becomes the face of your brand. You'll promote it during periods like Black Friday. When done right, it attracts more of your ideal customers and repels discount seekers who don't deliver long-term value. Remember, your hero offer isn't about immediate sales. It's about attracting customers who genuinely resonate with your brand and will spend more with you over time. When you nail this, you'll build deeper customer loyalty, dramatically increase your customer lifetime value, and position your brand for long-term profitability and growth. Now, here's another big marketing mistake that holds Shopify brands back. When you make this mistake, everything you do to grow your e-commerce brand becomes hard. Your conversion rates drop, your ads don't perform, and customers start complaining, or worse, they simply ignore you. Jan Spencer launched an outdoor fire pit brand. Fire pits have been around since fire. At first, you'd think there was no room left for innovation. But after all, fire pits are simple, and there are already hundreds of affordable options flooding the market. But Jan noticed something important. He saw that almost every fire pit had one common annoying problem. Smoke constantly blew into your face like a personal vendetta, stinging your eyes and ruining the outdoor experience. So he did something incredibly smart. Instead of just slapping a logo on a generic fire pit or finding a way to add Bluetooth, Jan created a smokeless fire pit. He didn't reinvent fire pits entirely. He solved the single most frustrating problem customers faced. In 2023, the company, Solo Stove, did $400 million in yearly sales. Here's the key lesson for your Shopify brand. If your product isn't clearly better, you're instantly replaceable. Customers will quickly forget you and move on to a cheap option from Amazon or Temu. The best marketing you'll ever do isn't flashy ads or clever copy. It's creating a product that genuinely solves a real frustration your customers have. Here's exactly how you can replicate Jan's success with Solo Stove in 2 clear steps. Spencer didn't just sell another fire pit. He solved the specific frustration of smoke blowing into your face. You can identify your own golden opportunity clearly by browsing 1 to 3 star reviews on Amazon or competitor websites, but usually they'll filter them out. See what customers repeatedly complain about. You can also browse Reddit and Facebook groups to see what frustrations people vent about. Another great source is your personal experience. What annoys you about existing products in your niche? Find the one common frustration people generally care about, and that's your opportunity. Spencer didn't reinvent the fire pit. He simply removed the smoke. Your improvement doesn't need to be complicated, just clear and valuable. Directly solve the number one complaint. Is it difficult maintenance or a toxic ingredient or a bulky design? Fix it clearly. If you can't fix the complaint, another idea is to combine proven features. Take the best features from multiple successful products and combine them. Super Coffee does cold brew coffee, and they combine it with MCT oil and protein. If you still haven't come up with anything, you can always simplify. Ridge did this with their wallets by ditching zippers and compartments. Once you can explain your improvement clearly in one short sentence, you've nailed it. You now know how to make improvements to a product so people want to buy from you. But if you stop there, you won't get sales. An amazing product will get bad sales if no one hears about it. You see, when you cook pasta, you can only eat it after the water has been boiling for a few minutes. You don't just turn on the stove and immediately throw in dry noodles. You wait patiently for the water to bubble up before the pasta touches the pot. If instead of doing that, when tiny bubbles start to form, you turn it off, you let the water cool. A few minutes later, you remember, I need to cook. So you turn the heat back on. More tiny bubbles appear, but then you get distracted and turn it off again. If you keep doing this, the water never boils, the pasta never cooks, dinner never happens. Marketing works exactly the same way. Some customers show up already boiling. They see your ad once and they're ready to buy. But most, they're cold water. They need heat. They need consistent exposure to your brand. The heat in marketing is attention, and the way you earn attention is through content. Every ad, every video, every email, every post you put out gradually warms your audience, moving them closer and closer to the boiling point where they're ready to buy. The big mistake you're making in your Shopify marketing is not creating consistent, engaging content. Your content is likely random, inconsistent, or even poorly done. When you turn the heat on and off, you'll get inconsistent results. I'll show you right now how to keep the heat on consistently so you can create incredible content that drives sales for your Shopify brand. I believe the best type of content Shopify brands need to be making today is short form video. Short form videos are easy to create compared to other types of content. You can hit millions of views to new audiences within weeks, all without having a following. Here's exactly how you can start today. I'm going to do this myself to show you the steps. Step 1. Find 5 top performing Instagram or TikTok posts in your niche. Look for videos that clearly stand out. Click through to each profile and verify these videos have at least 10 times more views than their typical posts. You want to be effective, not try clever, risky, original concepts. Step 2, from these 5 videos, pick just one video format or concept where your product could naturally appear, even if only for a second. Make sure it's something you can realistically create with the resources you have. Study exactly what the video did well with a script, acting, and shots, and think, where could it be better? The third step is to write your own version of this video, keeping the original hook. The hook is the first few seconds of a video that grabbed people's attention. It clearly worked if the video went viral. Use the good concepts from the original video, fix the weaknesses, and add your own flavor to it. Write your script, shot list, and then record it. This is a simple 3-step process you can systemize to make consistently good content. You're not guessing, you're leveraging proven viral content and strategically placing your product in front of millions of viewers. Just like pasta needs steady heat to cook, Your audience can get consistent short-form video content to move closer and closer to buying. Keep that heat steady and your Shopify store will finally see the growth and sales you've been waiting for. To make it even easier, go get the free 90-day Shopify Profit Accelerator I've made for you in the description. Just plug in your numbers and you'll see exactly how to grow your profit the smart way.